Shalom, family. My name is Sade, and I just wanted to come online right quick and just speak nothing but life to this young man here. We know that he is fighting for his people's life as well as his own, actually for the whole continent of Africa. And you have these wicked Western nations, that wants to take him out just because he wants to take care of his people. And what I don't understand is this: it's just it's a different level of wickedness. So, United States is angry because he can't control the resources, which is resources of Burkina Faso, which is a sovereign country. So they want to take the land from the people and give the land, Burkina Faso and other African country land, over to themselves so they can enrich their people, their children, their grandchildren, their great great grandchildren. And just like Ibrahim Traore said, they want us to be a perpetual slave to them for eternity. And he's not lying. That's their mindset, that no one else matter but them and their children, grandchildren, and great great grandchildren. But we know that's not going to happen. Now, we also know we have to also understand that you have wicked brethren within Africa. We have always had those type of people among us. The Most High Yah has always warned us of our own people, how we treat our brethren. But the Lord has something for them too. So I know for a fact, I'm not going to say I believe, I know for a fact that God has anointed and appointed this young man for this time in Africa. And not only is in Africa, worldwide, because he's affecting everybody. Everybody, no matter whether you agree or disagree with him, he's reaching individuals in every country and nation in this world. It's just a fact. But I want you to read Jeremiah 23, because we have to understand that Jeremiah 23, we know that was during the time, um, thousands of years ago. And this is regarding shepherds, that he's calling out these wicked shepherds that's been misleading his people. So when you hear, so instead of me saying shepherd, I'm going to say leader. The shepherd basically means leader, friend, protector, governor, shepherd. So Burkina Faso is simply a shepherd for his people, a good shepherd, just like that David, what we call Dawid. Dawid was a good shepherd to his people. Dawid committed himself to God and his people, his brethren. And God blessed them and God protected them. And I believe God is protecting a YAHUWAH, a Yeshua, whatever you want to call him, Yahweh. I say YAHUWAH. It's the Father, Yeshua, HaMashiach is the Son. So we know for a fact that um, God has a hand and has been protecting this young man and will continue to protect him. So let me go here, because I said I was going to make this short. This is coming out of Jeremiah 23. It says, and I'm going to say leaders instead of pastor. Woe be unto the leaders or pastors. And when he's speaking of leaders or pastors or shepherds among their brethren that's ruling over them. And there's a lot of brethren over there ruling over their people with a rod of iron. But Most High going to deal with them too. This is what he say about these leaders that's misleading his people. Right now we're talking about Burkina Faso, not Burkina Faso, but these wicked leaders that's well, not Abraham Traore, but I'm speaking of these wicked leaders that's misleading the people. Traore is one of the many that I know. There's many others there. Ghana is like he also is being awakened to what the Most High God would have him to do. But this is a hand. God is raising up leaders, good pastors, and He's gonna say that He's gonna give His people good pastors or good leaders or good presidents or good shepherds. It says, "Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pastor," saith YAHUWAH. This is to the wicked. Now listen. Therefore said YAHUWAH, Elohim, God of Israel, against the pastors or leaders or presidents that feed my people. Ye have scattered my flock and driven them away. Aren't they driving them away? These young people running to other countries because they have wicked pastors, leaders, presidents, prime ministers. They're driving God's people away. You have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not visited them. Behold, don't even try to help them when they leave the country, like they're on their own. He said, behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doing, said YAHUWAH. You know the evil of their doing? Scattering his people, not taking care of his people, not taking care of the land and the mothers and the fathers and the children and grandmothers and great great grandmothers, and they're not taking care of their people. God gave them authority, allowed them to have authority, but because they're not doing right, the Most High is bringing a judgment on them upon them. So these other nations within Africa, a country that's not helping out their brethren, God got the Most High God got something for you. Trust me. 3, it says, I would gather the remnant of my flock out of all the countries where I have driven them, and I will bring them again to their fold, and they should be fruitful and increased. So he's going to bring his people back. I'm sorry, y'all. They keep dying on me. He's going to bring his people back within Africa from all these nations where they've run to, have ran or flee to. He's going to bring them back, but he's going to bring in some good shepherds first. It says, I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all the countries where I have driven them, and I will bring them again to their foes, and they shall be fruitful and increase. 4, and I will set up shepherds over them, which shall feed them, and they shall fear no more, nor be dismayed, neither shall they be lacking, saith YAHUWAH. So he's saying, look, I am raising up good shepherds. Ibraham, Traore. Look at Ghana. Look at, I know it's Gambia, but one of the other countries, she's a female leader. Raising up good shepherds. When he make a promise, he keeps his promise. He said, I'm gonna raise up some good shepherds, some good leaders, presidents, some good prime ministers, some good teachers. I will set up shepherds over them, which shall feed them, and they shall fear no more, nor be dismayed, neither shall they be lacking, saith the Lord, or YAHUWAH. Number 5, behold, the days come, saith YAHUWAH, that I will raise up a David, raise unto David a righteous branch, a king shall reign and prosper, and shall execute judgment and justice in the earth. Now, this is talking about, I believe, Yeshua HaMashiach. But first, he said he's going to raise up the shepherds to feed his people, to gather his people, to make a way for his people to come back home. Then he's going to raise up. Then what he says in 5, behold, the day comes, saith the Lord, that I will raise up unto David a righteous branch, and a king shall reign and prosper, and a king shall reign and prosper, and shall execute judgment and justice in the earth. I believe that's Yeshua HaMashiach. Now, the pastors and leaders that he's raising up, I believe also going to be a part of that. And I believe that they are doing it. This is the beginning of what the Lord is doing for Africa. Number 6. Well, I want to say this. Now, he also spoke about Isaiah 56:11. He also talks about the greedy pastors or leaders or presidents. It says in Isaiah 56:11, yea, they are greedy dogs, talking about the wicked ones, the ones, those who selling their people out, the puppets. Yea, they are greedy dogs which can never have enough, and they are shepherds that cannot understand. They all look to their own way, every one for his gain from his quarters. These are talking about the wicked leaders there in Africa that's ruling over God's people right now. But he said he's raising up good shepherds. He's raising up the people. He's raising up an army for this young man. He's not alone. God will not leave this man alone. Surely as God raised up, here we go again. Surely as God raised up shepherds and military individuals for David, surely he's going to do it for this David today. Number 6, it says, in his day, Judah shall be saved, and Israel shall dwell safely. And this is his name, whereby he shall be called the Lord our righteousness. This young man is doing everything in the character of the Most High God. He has his character, you all. The Lord has blessed us. The Spirit of God is on this young man, and we need to keep him in prayer. Now, Judah and Israel, we know that Judah was scattered, Israel was scattered. We also know there's still Judah and Israel in the land of Africa, particularly in the Sahel, believe it or not. Also, we know that because it says in Zephaniah, I think it's what was that? Zephaniah, I think that Zephaniah, hold on. Let's see. I think Zephaniah 3:10. From beyond the river of Ethiopia, my supplements, even the daughters of my dispersed shall bring my offering. So beyond the river of Ethiopia, you know what it said? West Africa, Sahel. God people is there. That's why they are persecuting our people right now because they know who they are. They know who they are. But the Most High got something for them devils, every last one of them. Um, it says, therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that they shall no more say, the Lord liveth, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But this is what they would say. But they would say, but the Lord liveth, which brought up and which lead the seed of the house of Israel out of the north countries and from all the country whether I have driven them, and they shall dwell in their own land. We're getting ready for a mass exodus. God is preparing. I believe the Most High God is preparing his people for a mass exodus because there's just so much going on over there right now in Africa. And again, what I don't understand is that what really I think about how they won't give this diaspora here, the people that's our people that's over here, what they call Negroes, and all over all over in the four corners of the earth, won't even don't want to give us reparation, but yet you want to go over to our foreparents' homeland and take their land and take their resources to enrich you and your people, and leave the people of Africa poor. I mean, it's like it's horrible. It's horrible the way what they're trying to do to these people. And like Ibrahim Traore said, they want us to be their perpetual slaves. And I tell you this: these leaders over there in Africa that think that Western won't turn on them is beyond stupid. Beyond stupid. So, anyways, I just thought I would get on here and just read those couple of verses. And we have to understand that Jeremiah 23 still applies today. This will apply until the Most High God come back and redeem and deliver his people from this perpetual slavery. It just, it does. It still applies to us. And that scripture that says, let me see, which scripture was that? It says, hold on just a moment. It says, I think that Romans 15:4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope. So the very thing that happened back then to Israel and Judah in the land of Africa, it still applies today. It's a continuous promise that God has given his people until the day that him and his son return to redeem us and save us from our enemies. So I say you all be encouraged. Please do not be discouraged because, again, the Most High eyes is on us. He never sleeps, and he's a God of his word, and he's not man that he should lie, and he does not change. I say that and say shalom, and have a blessed day.